Howdy folks, Neil here. I got some new skis, boots, and bindings and I wanted to do a review. So these are S-Bound 98s in 179 centimeter length, and I got some Alpina Alaska XP boots with some Xplorer bindings. Well, due to the flat light today, this is going to be more of a cross-country ski and rolling hill tour, but that's okay. I got these at REI. They're mounted on the balance point, which is what they recommended. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, these skis climb better than any others that I have. I just went up this hill, didn't even break a sweat. So this is great because, you know, a lot of times I use my skis like snowshoes, where I'm just exploring the backcountry, plus get a little bit of glide, and this is going to be great for that. I don't have any complaints about the speed or the flotation yet. This snow is kind of crusty with about an inch of fresh snow on top, plus it's snowing right now. Well, so far I really like these hard flexors. I've been skiing up and down and just leaving them on, and they do slow you down a little bit, but I think it's worth it, actually. Push in this little button right here. This pops out. You see the standard flexor is narrower. You put that tab in there like that, push this button, and then it just pops in there like that. I can say this, there's a significant difference between the standard and the hard flexor. I didn't feel nearly as in control. It felt a lot like NNBC bindings with the standard flexor, and perhaps even a little bit less control than the 3-pin, but it's hard for me to judge that because the boots that I use are different. You know, I think my 3-pin boots are a little bit stiffer. So it's possible that they're the same. But with the hard flexor is superior for downhill and tolerable for uphill for short distances. I would say if you were going to go like a quarter of a mile or less, you know, maybe like just a few hundred meters, I would just leave the hard flexor on if you're just going up and down hills. But if you're actually trying to travel from point A to point B, definitely put in the standard flexor. And if you're skinning, it would be stupid to skin with the hard flexor, I think. This place is really beautiful. I think that's called a library. Tin Can is just on the other side. Well, this is Center Ridge right here. These skis do a great job of breaking trail. Still a lot of work though. We had about 8 to 10 inches of snow last night. Back on Kodiak, we have a crusty day here. Even though this snow is relatively new, it warmed up and wind blown. So I'm trying out the waxless pattern. I'm not using my poles. Let's see if I can go up this hill on this crusty slope here. Seems to be doing pretty good actually. Well, so far, I haven't found a need for the kicker skins yet, or easy skins as they call them. So what I really like about these skis is they can go through this brush and maneuver quite well. Don't have very much snow here, so I have a lot of obstacles. It's nice having control over your backcountry, cross-country setup. Amazing grip. It's amazing. Nice. Look at that crust. Look at the crust on here. These skis just laugh at it. No problem whatsoever. No trouble. The following footage pretty much sums up what I think these skis are good for. So sit back and enjoy. Sure what that was. very icy. Oh, great. What a fun day. Oh, those poor AT skiers. I decided to walk down this rest of this hill. It's pretty steep and icy. I think the snow's going to start getting sticky. I still don't got these figured out. I think I like this repin better, honestly. So here's what I think of this gear. So the skis are great. You know, they have really good traction ability to climb really well, and they turn fairly well. I still consider them to be a cross-country ski, not necessarily a downhill focused ski. But if your skill level is much higher than mine, you could certainly make them work. If we're going to focus on downhill, I think you're probably better off with some wider skis myself. Now, as far as the boots go, these are on the light end. I consider them to be like a heavy-duty, rugged cross-country ski boot. And in fact, I plan on using them for all of my cross-country skiing because I don't really ski in town very much. I just go off trail primarily. So I think these are going to work good for that. You can do some light turns, and in good conditions they work okay, but they're not a downhill focused ski boot by any means. You're better off getting a heavier duty setup or even a plastic boot for that. Now I have mixed feelings about the bindings. They're okay. I like the concept of the binding, but the implementation is a little bit lacking. I struggled with getting in these bindings. Also, I'm not a huge fan of taking off my skis and swapping out the plates. It'd be better if they just had like a lever or something that you could flip, or dial in. That would be ideal. So I think maybe in the future someone will come out with a better binding. But these work, I don't think that you need to go out and get these bindings and replace all of your 3-pin bindings necessarily if you're happy with your setup. So those are just my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to let you watch the rest of my skiing. It's just me skiing in different locations and everything. So have a good day, everybody.